Hello friends, today we are taking you to the Malabar coast, to the land of highest literacy rate. We are not taking there literally, however we will keep the video close to real. As we look into the culture of Kerala, Kerala was earlier part of the state of Tamil Nadu. However, its origin traces back the mythological story of Parshuram, who is said to be the creator of God's own country. It is believed that Parshuram converted sea into land using his skill and that area became Kerala. The language of the people over here is Malayalam. Malayalis, as they are called, take pride in their rich heritage. The state is famous for its art forms, dance and music to be specific. Kathakali is a 300-year-old dance form developed exclusively in Kerala, combining the performing art forms of opera, ballet, masque and pantomime. The dance is beautiful blending of colors, dance, music, drama and expressions. In a sense, a lot of fame the state has gained mainly due to the popularity of this dance form. Other dance forms of Kerala are Krishnanatam, Mohiniyattam, Tullal, Kudiyattam, Kolkali, Tiruvadira, Kakarichi Nadagam, Opana and Chautu Nadagam. Good and it to be fun to sit and gaze all these different dances. Just like that, the kitchen of Kerala has lot to offer too. We have all heard of the delicacies of South India like yummy idli, dosa, upma, uttappam, but Kerala is quite and loaded with the names like ersheri, sharkara upperi, kalan, unniyappam, noolappam, achappam, olan, pappadam, pulingari, manga kuttan. Sounds mouth-watering, doesn't it?
The culture of Kerala is the combination of both Indian and Dravidian culture. The main USP of Kerala culture is its performing arts like Kathakali, Mohiniyattam and martial arts of Kalaripayattu. Some elements of Kerala culture are clothing, food of Kerala, rituals, architecture, literature, folk dance and music, etc. As for the heritage of Kerala, it can be said that it plays a special and important role in the history of India. Providing a national integrity is the heritage of Kerala. Another highlight of Kerala heritage is its Ayurveda. Ayurveda of Kerala is dated back to as long as 2000 years. It is an ancient mode of treatment where not only the body but also the mind get also rejuvenated. Kerala's culture and heritage lies close with Indian history, as we can see so many historic moments such as Kolachil War, Uppu Satyagraha and historical leaders such as Parashuraja, Veluthambi Dalava, Marthandavarma, etc. as a part of our freedom and national movement.
The culture of Kerala has developed over the past millennia influences from other parts of India and abroad. It is defined by its antiquity and the organic continuity sustained by the Malayali people. Modern Kerala society took shape owing to migration from different parts of India and abroad throughout classical antiquity. Kerala traces its known prehistoric cultural genesis to its membership in a vaguely defined historical region known as Tamilagam, a land defined by a common Tamil culture and encompassing the Chera, Chola and Pandya kingdoms. At that time, the music, dance, language and Sangam found in Kerala were all similar to that found in the rest of Tamilagam. The culture of Kerala evolved through the Sanskritization of Dravidian ethos, revivalism of religious movement and reform movements against caste discrimination. Kerala showcases a culture unique to itself developed throughout accommodation, acculturation and assimilation of various faculties of civilized lifestyle.
Native traditions of classical performing arts include Kudiyattam, a form of Sanskrit drama or theatre, and a UNESCO-designated human heritage art. Kathakali and Kali is a 500-year-old form of dance drama that interprets ancient epics. A popularized offshoot of Kathakali is Kerala Nadanam. Meanwhile, Kuthu is a more light-hearted performance mode, akin to modern stand-up comedy. an ancient art originally confined to temple sanctuaries. It was later popularized by Mani Madhav Chakya. Other Keralite performing arts include Mohiniyattam, which is a type of graceful choreographed dance performed by women and accompanied by musical vocalizations. Tullal, Thirayattam, Padayani and Theyyam are other important Keralite performing arts. Thirayattam is one of the most outstanding ethnic art of Kerala. This vibrant, ritualistic, annual performing art form enacted in courtyards of Kavugal and village shrine. Kerala also have several tribal and folk art forms. For example, Kummattikali is the famous colorful mass dance of South Malabar performed during the festival of Onam. The Kanyakali dance are fast-moving, million dances attuned to rhythmic devotional folk songs and Ashuravadhyas. Also important are various performance genres that are Islam or Christianity themed. These include Oppana, which is widely popular among Keralite Muslims and it is native to Malabar. Oppana incorporates group dance accompanied by the beat of rhythmic hand clapping and ishal vocalizations. Margangali is one of the ancient round group dance of Kerala, practiced by Saint Thomas Christians. However, many of these native art forms largely played to tourists or at youth festivals.
And devotional Carnatic music. The Carnatic music is another native product of South India, dominates Keralite classical musical genres. Swathi Tirunal Ramavarma, a 19th century king of Travancore and patron and composer of music, was instrumental in popularizing Carnatic music in early Kerala. Additionally, Kerala has its own native music system, Sobanam, which is lugubrious and step-by-step rendition of raga-based song. It is Sobanam, for example, that provides the background music used in Kathakali. The wider traditional music of Kerala also includes Melam, a style of percussive music performed at temples and festivals using an instrument known as chenda. Up to 150 musicians may comprise the ensembles during a given performance. Each performance in turn may last up to 4 hours. Panchavadyam is a different type of percussion ensemble consisting of 5 types of percussion instruments. This can be utilized by up to 100 artists in certain major festivals. In addition to this, percussive music is also associated with various uniquely Keralite folk art forms. Lastly, the popular music of Kerala, as in the rest of India, is dominated by the filmy music of Indian cinema. The most rented name in Kerala music culture is of the great Indian musician Sri K.J. Yeshudas.
Malayalam literature is ancient in origin and includes such figures as the 14th century Niranam poets Madhava Panikar, Shankara Panikar and Rama Panikar, whose works mark the dawn of both modern Malayalam language and indigenous Keralite poetry. Designated a classical language in India, in 2030 it developed into the current form mainly by the influence of poets Cherusheri Nambudiri, Tunjathu Ezhuthachan and Poondana Nambudiri in the 15th and the 16th centuries of Common Era. Kunjan Nambiyar, a Palakkad-based poet, also influenced a lot in the growth of modern Malayalam literature in its premature form. The triumvirate of poets are recognized for moving Keralaine poetry away from archaic sophistry and metaphysics and towards a more lyrical mood. Poets like Changambura, Uru, Idasheri Govindan Nair, M.T. Vasudevan Nair, Kamala Surayya, Pallathu Ramanan and Idapalli Raghavan Pillai also contributed to bring Malayalam poetry to the common man. Later, such contemporary writers as Booker Prize winner Arundhati Roy have garnered international recognition. From 1970 to early 1990s, a lot of Malayalam novelists and story writers contributed to the literature of Kerala. The contribution from Thagadi Shivashankara Pillai, Vaikam Muhammad Bashir, P. Keshavadev, Uru, O.V. Vijayan, T. Padmanabhan, Sethu, Perumbadavan Sridharan, Kovilan, M. Mugundan, Kakanadan, Anand and Paul Sakriya have been remarkable. Significant contribution from poets and songwriters such as Vaila Ramavarma, P. Bhaskaran and O.N.V. Kurup have influenced contemporary literature. Critics such as Kuttikrishna Marar and M.P. Paul till the 60s and later, M. Krishnan Nair, S. Guptan Nair, M.K. Sanu, Sukumar Ajikod, K.P. Appan, Narendra Prasad and M. Leelavadi have added value by providing critical analysis of the book written during the recent past. The folklore of Kerala includes elements from the traditional lifestyle of people of Kerala. The traditional beliefs, customs, rituals, etc. are reflected in the folk art and songs of Kerala. Kerala has a rich tradition of folklore. Folklore in this region is a spontaneous expression of human behavior and thoughts. Generally speaking, folklore could be defined as the lore of the common people who had been marginalized during the reign of feudal kings. The Keralites have their culture and lore which were mostly part of agricultural. Sowing, planting of nyar, clearing out the weeds, harvest, etc. are the different stages of agriculture which have typical rituals. Numerous songs and performing arts are accompanied with them. Kanyarkali, Padayani, Mudiyettu, Theyyam, Nira, etc. are some of the ritual folk faiths of Kerala.
Kerala, known as God's own country, is a tourist paradise. This place not only offers a lot of tourist destinations to visit, but also known for its culture and cuisine. There are several festivals in Kerala that are celebrated for a number of days. The diverse culture of Kerala is mainly influenced by Hinduism, Christianity, and Islam. These festivals have its own distinct fragrance and music. These festivals give you a glimpse of rich heritage of the state. Some of the important festivals of Kerala are Onam, Vishu, Thrissur Puram, Kodungalur Bharani Utsavam, Attikal Pongala, Vallam Kali, Kerala Boat Festivals, Shabarimala Magaravilakku, Christmas, and Ramadan. The Kerala's festivals are celebrated for a number of days, which are long for more than 10 days. The festivals of Kerala are world famous due to its diversity. Thank you.
Onam, the harvest festival of Kerala. Kerala, rich in folklores, ballads and legends, has the most colourful season during Onam, a festival rooted in the traditional belief system. Legend has it that Kerala was once ruled by Maveli or Mahabali, an Asura emperor who was a model king and an ideal ruler. The Devas, who grew jealous of him, banished him to the netherworld, but granted him permission to visit his people once a year. So when Emperor Mahabali makes his annual visit to his beloved homeland and its people, he is welcomed with decorative floral carpets in front of each and every house. Anything and everything connected with beliefs and customs have some particular system and order. Laying floral carpets also has its own methods. When children go together exploring for wildflowers, they learn a lot about nature. Coming to know more about biodiversity, they gather flowers and wild berries to fill their flower baskets. At the same time, their bonds of friendship are also strengthened. The front courtyard is cleaned and neatly plastered with cow dung paste before the floral design is arranged on it. On the first day, basil leaves are placed in the middle and tumba flowers are set around this. On the second day, along with tumba, mukuti or the sensitive plant is also used. Every day, the withered flowers are replaced by fresh blooms. The third day onwards, red flowers, including chetti, red hibiscus, etc., take prominence. As days go by, the floral design increases in circumference and almost all common flowers like Rajamalli, Shankhapushpam, Mantharam, etc. are used in the making of the floral carpet. On Uttradam, the day before the main festival of Thiruvonam, the floral design attains glorious perfection. The idols of Trikkakara Appan and Matyavar are decorated with rice flower and Tumbakudam on Thiruvonam day. Puram literally means a congregation. Folklore has it that every year the deities of the neighbouring hamlets meet at the Vadakumnada temple. On that day, the heavenly hosts bring the heavens down on earth, drowning the land and the skies in joyful tumult. 10 temples participate in Thrissur Puram, held in Thrissur, a small town in the northern part of Kerala. For the town of Thrissur, the sleepless nights start even before the Puram. Fairs and exhibitions lend a touch of extra glitter to the ever so mesmerizing Puram colours. The enchanting elephant decor exhibition is a rare one of its kind and draws hordes of visitors every year. The dawn of Puram day. This is the Thiruvambadi temple. At 7 in the morning, a sub-deity, goddess Yogamaya Devi, starts her journey to the Vadakamnada temple. Eight other deities from various temples in the surroundings also set out to the Vadakamnada temple. The final confluence of all the mini Purams from each temple becomes a virtual feast for the eyes and a symphony celestial for the ears. The procession from the Thiruvambadi temple stops at the Brahmaswam Madam for certain rituals.
A ritual based on Hindu belief, the Pongala festival held annually during the sweltering summer in Thiruvananthapuram, the capital city of Kerala in South India, is simply phenomenal. The Pongala ritual is an offering to the presiding deity of Attugal temple, which is Devi or goddess, located close to the city of Thiruvananthapuram. Days prior to the event, women would start preparing for the Pongala, and the activities include buying of earthen pots, collecting firewood, which comprises dried parts of coconut tree, items for cooking, like rice, jaggery, sugar, coconut, and bricks for making the hearth. This ritual is performed only by women and is an expression of their utmost devotion to Aattugalamma, or Mother Goddess. The perimeter of the event has grown bigger, now making its presence felt close to 5 square kilometers. This is a 10-day-long annual festival held in the month of February or March. The Pongala ritual takes place on the 9th day. Various types of offerings, all of them sweet, made with rice, coconut, jaggery, and banana, are prepared. The ritual commences with the lighting of the temple hearth, called Pandara Adappa, by the chief priest of the temple. The Pongala ritual, ever since its beginning, evolved to become the biggest gathering of women anywhere in the world.
Celebrated on the first day of Metam, Malayalam month, or between the months of April and May of the Gregorian calendar. Vishu symbolizes the beginning of the spring season. Vishu, a Hindu festival, is celebrated in Kerala as the harvest festival and the astrological new year of the Malayalis. In Sanskrit, Vishu means equal, which implies the day with equal number hours of day and night, or the equinox. It is a period dedicated to Lord Vishnu and is celebrated by worshipping Lord Vishnu and Lord Krishna. Vishukani, Vishukainitam and Vishuhalam are the three most important aspects of the Vishu celebrations. Several mythological tales are related to the celebration of Vishu. And as per one such story, Vishu is the day when Lord Krishna killed Nakasura, a demon. As per another belief, Vishu is celebrated as the return of Suryadev. According to the other folklores, Ravana, demon king, never allowed Suryadeva, the sun god, to rise from the east. It was on the day of Vishu, after the death of Ravana, the sun of Suryadev started to rise from the east. Since then, Vishu is celebrated with great zeal. Vishu Kani is regarded as the symbol of good luck and prosperity by all Hindus. In Malayalam, Kani means which is viewed first. Therefore, the term Vishu Kani means the first thing to be seen at dawn or the early hours of the day. The Vishu Kani consists of a sacred ceremonial preparation of all auspicious goods considered to be the omen of good luck and prosperity. These goods include coconut, betel leaves, areca nut, yellow Kani konna flower, kanmashi kaju, raw rice, lemon, golden cucumber, jackfruit, a metallic mirror, a holy book, cotton dote and coins or currency notes. After seeing the Vishu Kani, people recite verses from Ramayana, the holy book of the Hindus, which is considered to be a sacred act. Children and adults burst crackers, and this continues from morning to night. This is followed by a traditional feast known as Vishu Sadhya.
Alappuzha, rightly hailed as the Venice of the East, is awash with numerous canals, rivers and lakes. It is a land situated below sea level and home to water bodies aplenty. This alluring corner of God's own land is dotted with rivulets and islands and is a green haven of agricultural prosperity. The harvest season is rich with rhythm and song. And dramatic celebrations of physical prowess. During the days of the famous boat race, the land is gripped by a festive fever. Boat racing in the Kuttanad region begins in the monsoons and extends to the winter season. Races start in Chambakulam and progress to Punnamada and then extends to Paipada, Thangadi and Kumaragam. Several local boat races are held across the state. However, for every Keralite, the epitome of Vallamkali is the Nehru Trophy, a festival that flashes in minds the image of jet black snake boats gliding swiftly on the ripples of Punnamada Lake.
The word Mamankam is sometimes considered as a Malayalam corruption of two Sanskrit words, one perhaps related to the Magha month. According to William Logan, Mahamakam means literally great sacrifice. Mamankam was an age-old festival of Kerala held every 12 years on the banks of Bharatapuzha in at Tirunavaya in Malappuram. Lasted for 28 days, this glorious magnum event was noted for the festivals and trade fair of Kerala from Middle Age. A huge number of traders from different parts of current Kerala and Tamil Nadu came here to trade here. Celebrated during the time of Kulashekaras from the 14th century till 18th century, the Mamankam festival came to an end with the conquest of Kozhikode by Hyder Ali in 1776. Mamankam is a test of valor to convert a king to emperor. The Mamankam was attended and chronicled by ancient Greeks.
Kerala is one of the amazing and beautiful states in India, which is blessed with an abundance of natural marvels. Historians and legends claim that the emergence of the state Kerala was out of the sea, when King Parashuram threw the battle axe he owned into the sea. King Parashuram was said to be an avatar of Lord Vishnu, and therefore Kerala was literally known to be God's own country. Kerala is extravagant in its own terms, with attractive tourist destinations and enthralling activities to engage with. Kerala has its own native sports and folk culture. Kalaripayattu is a martial art form developed in Kerala. It is one of the oldest surviving martial arts in the world. Kathakali and Mohiniyattam are the two major dance forms of Kerala. Chautanadakam, Oppanam, Theyyam, Ottam Thullal, Krishnanattam, Ramanattam, Thiruvadira are also some other famous dance forms of Kerala. People who visit Kerala never miss witnessing these art forms. Music also has a divine place in the tradition of Kerala. Vallamkali, a form of canal racing is the traditional boat race in Kerala. Sacred groves, traditionally known as kavu, are still seen in many homes of Kerala. Here, we would like to present the customs of Kerala before you. Thank you.
Kerala has a vibrant tradition of classical arts spanning over 1,000 years. These long-standing traditions arose from man's desire to influence and interact with the subtle forces of nature. This led to an inexhaustible repertoire of art forms, including classical arts, ritual arts, folk arts, tribal arts, and even martial arts, all reflecting Kerala's unique history, customs, and beliefs. The following are some of the prominent art forms of Kerala. The classical dance form of Mohiniyattam portrays the lissom dance of the enchantress. The dancer, richly adorned in gold, is the personification of amour. Attired similarly to a traditional Kerala woman, the graceful Mohiniyattam dancer captivates the audience with her movements that are gentle, swaying and elegant. Kathakali epitomizes the vibrant cultural history of Kerala with its elaborate makeup, striking costumes, intricate movements and detailed storytelling. Each article of clothing and makeup signifies an aspect of the character portrayed, and every subtle gesture has to it a deep meaning. A satirical art form wildly popular among the masses of Kerala, Ottandullal combines both song and dance. Prominent among Kerala's few solo performing art forms, it is known for its high tempo and fast meter and rhyme. The arresting costume of the performer, along with musical instruments unique to Kerala, like the maddalam and the cymbals, all contribute to a performance that captures the heart and the imagination. Kudiyattam is a classical dance drama derived from ancient Sanskrit theatre that originated 2000 years ago. It is considered to be the predecessor of Kerala's classical arts, combining elements like dramatics and dancing. A popular classical Christian art form of Kerala, the musical drama Chavitta Nadagam is believed to have originated in central Kerala. While adopting features of a typical drama, Chavitta Nadagam, meaning stamping drama, distinguishes itself through its rhythmic dance movements that dictate the pace of the performance. An integral part of Muslim wedding ceremonies in Kerala, Oppana is the traditional dance performance that serenades the bride and groom. The blushing bride and the handsome groom, adorned in all their wedding finery, are surrounded by their close friends who perform this traditional dance. Margam Kali is a classical Christian dance form popular among the Syrian Christian community of Kerala. It is a dance that lauds the evangelical activities of Saint Thomas the Apostle. An electrifying oblation to the snake gods, Sarpam Thullal is an extraordinary ritual art form of Kerala. Sarpam Thullal, or Dance of Serpents, is a mystical embodiment of the reverence in which snakes are held in traditional households across Kerala. An art form exclusively staged at the temples of goddess Kali on the banks of river Pamba in South Kerala, Padayani instantly arrests your interest with its vivid hues and vibrant performances. This ancient folk art form is a perfect amalgamation of music, dance and theatre. Theyyam is a ritual art form of Kerala embodying its vibrant heritage of Aboriginal arts and culture. Considered the most magnificent of northern Kerala's ritual dances, Theyyam's origins can be traced back thousands of years. Theyyam is considered the dance of the divine, where supernatural beings take over the human body to perform a ritual dance of worship.
Sacred groves in Kerala, traditionally known as Kav, is a form of natural worship area of flora and fauna. that we could see in many homes in Kerala. These sacred groves are clusters of trees that are grown together over some area of land. There may be even ponds and small water bodies associated with these groves. The area is inhabited by many small animals and birds. Sometimes specific trees are grown and nurtured here, and mostly these groves are associated with religious rites and festivals and would have a presiding deity. Some of these sacred groves are exclusively famous as Serpakav, where serpents are worshipped through different rituals on a regular basis.
Kalaripayattu is the most sophisticated and ancient martial art form in the world. It was born in Kerala, a small state in South India, and precisely for that reason its history is inextricably linked to the social and cultural life of the land. Although tiny differences in terms of regional practices have led to variants like Deccan Kalari, the southern style, and Vadakkan Kalari, the northern style, Kalaripayattu is essentially one in spirit. From its earliest times, it was accessible to all, regardless of differences in caste, religion, and gender. The story of the origin of Kalaripayattu is linked to the myth that surrounds the birth of Kerala. It is believed that after reclaiming the land from sea, sage Parashurama set up 1,008 Kalaris or training centers in order to stop the ground from shaking. Historical research, of course, has another account to offer. It states that Kalaripayattu was developed by the soldiers of Kerala when a war broke out between the Chola and Chera dynasties in the 12th century.
Tiruvathirakkali or Kaikotikali is a unique dance performed in Kerala on the auspicious day of Tiruvathira, the birthday of Lord Shiva. It is performed by women who seek blessings for eternal marital bliss. It falls in the Malayalam month of Thanu, December to January. As per Hindu mythology, this dance is what brought Kamadeva, god of love, back to life when he had been burned to ashes by Lord Shiva's fury. Groups of up to 8 or 10 women are seen dressed in traditional Kerala attire dancing in a circle. The graceful movements of the dance are both enchanting and elegant. The white saris with colorful borders along with fresh jasmines adorning their hair make for a wonderful sight. Fidelity and the power of female energy are the crux of this ancient practice.
Parijagali. Parijagali is a famous and popular folk dance in Lakshadweep. The dance performed is traditional form of dance with sword and shield which are made up of soft wood. The dance starts at slow pace, but the performance eventually transforms into high energy, strong and powerful dance. Folk songs are also used in this Parijagali.
Kerala, fondly known as God's own country, which has wonderful tradition in the history of Malayalis with lots of ethnic value and culture. Apart from Hinduism, Christianity, Muslim, there are also Jainism and Buddhism. Sari and Mundan shirt are the traditional wear of Kerala. The people of Kerala are very much adhered to the tradition, custom, culture and mind to go to great extent to maintain it. Kerala probably only state in India where traditional Ayurveda is used for medicine. Tribals are also the parts of our tradition. There are 5 primitive groups are present in Kerala. Kartanakyas, Cholanakyas, Kurumbas, Kadraks, Karoks are the 5 traditional groups present in Kerala.
Kerala architecture is a famous style of architecture from the eponymous state in South India. Widely speaking, this architecture style is primarily based on the principle of Tachashastra, the science of carpentry, and Vastu Shastra, the science of architecture and construction. The use of local materials such as stone, wood, and clay is imperative to the structures. These materials strike a harmony with the nature and surrounding. A traditional Kerala house is integrated with 4 kettus, 4 block structures, 8 kettu, 8 block structures, or 16 kettu, 16 block structures, depending on the size of the plot and the affluence of the owners. Kerala's style of architecture is a unique Hindu temple architecture that emerged in the southwest part of India. In a striking constructive Dravidian architecture which is normally practiced in other parts of South India. Tribals in Kerala, known in Malayalam as the Adivasis, are the tribal population found in the India state of Kerala. Most of the tribal of Kerala live in the forests and mountains of Western Ghats, bordering Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Tribals in Kerala are officially designated as scheduled tribals for affirmative action purposes. Mainly in the tribal community found in Kerala are Adians, Arandans, Cholanakans, Eravulans, Pullians, etc. They form a group because they have common topographic sense of unity, common dialect culture, etc. Ayurveda is an alternative medicine system with the historical roots in the Indian subcontinent. It is a part of 4 Vedas called Atharva Veda. Ayurveda is not imposed or added from the exterior, but is a part and parcel of the main body of Vedas. Kerala is the only state in India where Ayurveda is used as a mainstream medicine. Kerala Ayurveda is famous for 5 prolonged treatments named Panchakarma. As a part of this treatment, medicated oil, herbs, milk and special diet are used to cure all types of
The Sabrimala temple is located on a hill in the South Indian state of Kerala. It is considered one of Hinduism's sacred sites and millions of devotees visit it every year. The temple's reigning deity is the Hindu god Ayyappa. Devotees believe that Lord Ayyappa is an avowed bachelor who has taken an oath of celibacy. Many undertake a rigorous 41-day fast during which they abstain from smoking, alcohol, using offensive language, sexual interaction and any physical contact with women of menstruating age before trekking up the steep hill, often barefoot, to visit the shrine.
Kerala cuisine is a culinary style originating in the Kerala, a region in the south of India. Kerala cuisine offers a multitude of both vegetarian and non-vegetarian dishes prepared using fish, poultry and red meat with rice a typical accompaniment. Chilies, curry leaves, coconut, mustard seeds, turmeric, tamarind are all frequently used. The geography, culture, and to some extent history play an important role in giving the cuisines of Kerala some unforgettable flavor. The people incorporate a heavy dose of coconut milk, mustard seeds, curry leaves, rice, fish, poultry, meat, chilies, and turmeric in the dishes that not only have an exotic effect on flavor but in presentation as well. The Onam Sadhya is a must-try as it includes the best of traditional food items in it like aviyal, erisheri, kolan, olan, koottukari, parippu and several other dishes. Appam with varied non-veg stew and curries. Idiyappam and egg roast. Chirataputtu and cherupayar. Kappaputtu or tapioca put and tapioca ulathiyad are some of the dishes that are served in the breakfast in Kerala. On the other side, Adapradaman, Paladapradaman and Palpayasam are some of the major desserts in Kerala. In this section, we are going to introduce the delicious dishes of Kerala and Lakshmi.
Kerala is endowed with a variety of different cultures, ideologies, and faiths. Kerala, popularly known as God's own country. It's a coastal state in India, known for its distinctive tradition and culture. Its lush and spoiled tropical beauty, exotic locales, and tranquil backwaters attract travelers from across the world who seeks leisurely vacation. Apart from its picturesque scenery, Kerala is also known for its rich food and cuisine.
Kerala Responsible Tourism Mission's registered units are the best places in the state to slake your taste buds and enjoy Kerala's vast array of indigenous cuisines. RT Units brings to you a platter of zesty culinary riches. The traditional Kerala dishes seem to acquire a new flavour in these kitchens. Come, experience the flavours of local cuisine and lose yourself in the homely goodness of Kerala delicacies.
Now, I'm going to introduce some of the topmost foods in Kerala. 1. One of the most famous dishes of Kerala is idiyappam, which is relished by most of the people, also known as noolappam in Kerala cuisine. Idiyappam food of Kerala is made of rice flour, salt and water with a number of thin strands of several entwined together to make the lovely texture that this dish bears. It is this texture that makes it versatile. You can have it with all kinds of curries, but it tastes best with egg curry. Number 2. Appam. Appam with stew, one of the traditional Kerala dishes, is flavorsome and yummy. A famous food of Kerala made from fermented rice flour, coconut milk, coconut water, and a teensy bit of sugar. Appam is essentially a thin pancake with crispy edges. These crepe-like balls are best enjoyed with stew, a kind of stew that has been originally derived from the European stew and is made from coconut milk, cinnamon, cloves, and shallots, and sometimes also mango pieces and vegetables. The aroma of species with a sweet fragrance of coconut milk is enough to lure foodies to the kitchen. Number 3. Puttu. As cute as its name sounds, puttu is a cylindrical steamed rice cake cooked with coconut shavings. This is an extremely popular breakfast item and staple food of Kerala. This Kerala food item is usually served with kadala curry, which is essentially black chickpeas but can be eaten in whichever way it tastes good. Number 4. If you are in Kerala and you miss out on the phenomenal prawn curry, then your trip will remain incomplete. It's amazing how simple components in a dish come together to make something so beautiful. Kerala traditional prawn curry is sprinkled with chili, salt, pepper, and then dipped in lots of coconut milk, jaggery, and then finally finished with curry leaves. The humble coconut notches up the dish to another on a whole. Number 5. Sadhya. Sadhya is a feast of Kerala origin and of importance to all Malayalis, consisting of variety of traditional vegetarian dishes, usually served on a banana leaf in Kerala as lunch. Sadhya means banquet in Malayalam. Sadhya is typically served as a traditional dish for Onam, the state festival of Kerala. The main dish is plain boiled rice, served along with other dishes, collectively called kutan, which include curries like dal, sambar, rasam, pulisheri, and others like kalan, aviyal, thoran, olan, pachadi, mango pickle, naranga curry, as well as pappadam, banana, plain yogurt of buttermilk, and plantain chips. Usually 3 or more varieties of payasam are served. Number 6. Kappa. One of the authentic Kerala dishes has been kappa and meen curry, tapioca and fish curry, devoured by all hardcore non-veggies with high enthusiasm. Though nowadays you could come across tapioca being served along with beef or chicken. Tapioca with fish curry is the most delicious and the most commonly served combination. Tapioca has been a staple food for many people in Kerala. It is cheap and is available all year round. Number 7. Erisheri. It is one of the traditional recipes of Kerala, South India, made with combination of vegetables and pulses, using ground coconut paste and finally seasoned with roasted coconut. Erisheri is a must-have dish during Kerala Sadhya. The merger between the sweetness of pumpkin and coconut take your taste buds to another level. From south to north, there are a lot of various recipes for preparing an erisheri. Number 8. Payasam. Payasam is a liquid sweet preparation that is a perennial favorite of people of Kerala. It is so called because it is made of sugar and milk. However, it is also referred to Pradhaman. And anyway, all payasams are not made of milk and sugar. Many are made of jaggery and coconut milk. Number 9. Avial. Avial is a unique traditional dish of Kerala. And no Kerala feast is complete without avial. It is famous for its special flavors, and it is a thick mixture of different vegetables, curd and coconut, seasoned with coconut oil and curry leaves. It is one of the favorite dishes of almost all Keralaites in Kerala. It is an important side dish for any wedding among Hindus or an important dish for traditional Kerala feast. Number 10. Parota. Layered flatbread that originated in the Malabar region called parota is made by kneading maida, egg, oil or ghee and water. The dough is beaten and later shaped into spiral with thin layers. The ball is rolled flat and roasted into parota. The best combination for parota is beef. These are some of the most top 10 foods in Kerala. A lot of food that is tongue-lickering is in Kerala. Some of them are presenting here. Muskava. It is considered as one of the top dishes in Lakshadweep, using boneless fish mousse that marinated with paste of spices. Fish pakora. It is a commonly served side dish using boneless fishes cut into cube shapes that are deep fried. We, the NCC cadets of Kottayam Group, Kerala and Lakshadweep Directorate, have attempted this package of culture and heritage, customs, traditions, festives, food and cuisine of God's own country. Hope you all have enjoyed watching this video as much as we enjoy presenting it to you. This is we, the cadets of Kottayam Group, Kerala and Lakshadweep, signing off.